Well, hello everyone. Oh, whoops. And I already done goofed with YouTube Studio, apparently. Oh, there we go. Hey Traveler, greetings. How are you? Happy New Year. Welcome to the stream, first one of the year. Let's go. I'm doing well. Feeling a bit sick. You might hear me coughing every now and then during the stream. But I'll try to basically do my best to at least stream for around 2 hours and a half, 3 hours today. So let's see how things go. Let me just adjust the camera a bit, see if it detects me a bit better. Okay, now it should be better. But yeah, before stream I was editing my first video of the year, which is going to be a C# tutorial about exceptions. Let's see how it goes. I did a new kind of format for the videos.
Happy New Year!
I'm
blooming with excitement. Just in time for my birthday on June 14th, so I'm practically ready for a strawberry shortcake celebration. Hashtag code and strawberries.
Still a bit far from June 14th there, Tulip, but yeah, it's happening someday. I'm gonna try to make a special event for it, but I don't know how well I can pull it off. Gonna depend on how this game will basically develop over these next 6 months. I see the same question to both of them. Well, reply. Daisy. Daisy.
Thanks! Happy New Year! I'm spry as always. Just wrapped up a Java sprint and got my mango pudding ready for some hashtag code and mangoes with Leo.
Fair enough. But yeah, I kinda have a bit of the tutorial. I mean, technically I can show some things. Yeah, couldn't lay Daisy out. Yeah, fair enough. Basically this is gonna be the thumbnail of the video. It should already be popping up in the channel, maybe? I don't know if when it's not a premiere, if it shows up as a notification on the subscription box. But yeah, it's around 4 minutes, which basically is enough to basically explain everything about exceptions in C#, or give brief explanation on how they work and how you can catch them. I tried my best to do the editing for the video. There are some things that need to be polished though, because I'm still not that great of a video editor. It only comes out on Tuesday at basically at 4 PM my time. No, 2 PM my time. So yeah, basically still a few days left for the video to be public, but so far what I've been gathering from feedback is that it's a better format than what I used to do, which was basically give long explanations on how things worked. Tuesday, yeah. So yeah, let me see. It's technically going to be the twins' first video on the channel that's not from the live stream. So I'm quite excited to see how it goes. And yes, I did it on purpose so they could hear me. Well, you two?
Can't wait for the twins' first non-live stream video. Let's bring some hashtag code and strawberries flair. Hope the code runs smooth, Daisy.
Sweet Tulip! Java's applause will come. Just watch out for any sneaky null pointerous minions. Ugh, not PHP again.
Java? Really? If the applause is coming, I'll blast those minions.
Okay,
no PHP drama here. Hashtag code and strawberries.
I see I still haven't
Java's the
fixed
only thing that keeps us alive, Tulip. No
Okay.
PHP drama will ruin this dance with the minions. Hashtag
Yes.
code and mangoes.
I see I still haven't reset the whole issue with the emotions not resetting once they finish talking. Yeah, need to go ahead and check my code again, because apparently I done goofed something. But now they can show their emotions quite well compared to before, which is already a good win on my book. Because before they would just be deadpan, like just talking, and I didn't like that. But yeah, let's see how things go. A lot of new changes will be coming as soon as I can program them, but today's focus is not on that. It's on Tulip, which already has a finished game design doc, at least the first version of it. I basically tried to write as many things as possible to guide me on how to do it. The plan is gonna be for the game to be in the minimum viable product phase by June.
Professor Leo's done goofed is his way of saying I nailed the trick. Time to celebrate with a strawberry shortcake and maybe a quick jam on Yoasobi's players. Hashtag code and strawberries.
She's got my number. That's basically it. But yeah, my goal is to have the demo between quotation marks, which will be the minimum viable product, aka the first part, which is the tutorial, as released on itch by June. I'm gonna try on the twins' birthday, but it's gonna be complicated because it's a new type of game that I don't have experience doing, so I'm gonna be following a lot of tutorials and basically winging it the whole time. So it's gonna be an experience. 6 months is quite short, but should be doable. I don't think I have much designs. I kind of like have it written as just a game design doc. Some inspiration, like where did I draw inspiration from, what's going to be the player experience, the platforms. It's only going to be on Windows and on Linux at first. Eventually, if things go well, we might get the console release. Gonna depend a lot on how the first stage goes, and from there on, yeah. Then development software, like what do I use, what's the genre, store page information. This is mostly for me, so when I move the game to Steam, I need to basically put the tags and everything else. So I already went ahead and basically collected a few of them that are going to be placed there. What's the target audience? Like people have played Hollow Knight, Ori, and Guacamelee. People that basically like anime, because there's going to be some references to Yoasobi and the X-World, which are my favorite band from J-pop and my favorite anime of all time. And yeah, basically I'm gonna try to do as much as possible to include some little Easter eggs here and there. The concept, the key features, like 9 distinct worlds, that's gonna be a pain to basically make, but it's basically what I thought would be best. Like, if I went with like 5 worlds, it would be basically almost nothing in gameplay wise. I want the player to really like get hooked on the game. Then we have the dual protagonist design, because you'll have both Tulip and Daisy, so you'll be able to switch between them. And in co-op mode, it's only going to be a 2-player co-op, but you can play as either Daisy or Tulip. You take the pick. Maybe eventually I can allow like modded characters and everything like that, like try to make it as dynamic as possible, so I can allow modding, and that way, like, imagine other creators that have AI VTubers want to put theirs in the game. I'll basically make available the modding tool, or like some sort of tutorial on how to mod for the game, and they can just introduce their characters into the game, customize their attacks, everything like that. But that's for more towards the end game of the game itself. Then the VR goggles, which basically was one of the things that was designed right from the start. They were both going to have VR goggles to basically see what the code is for the world, like see certain hidden spots, see basically if an object is interactable via code, things like those. Oh, hey Addis, don't worry, I'll mute the music. Gotcha. 30 plus boss encounters. This is an approximation. I don't know how many bosses there are going to be, including mini bosses. I'm still planning out everything. Local co-op, as I said, choice-driven narrative, because the ending scene is going to have two different branches, basically. You can choose to do one action and you get one ending, and you can choose to do another action and get another ending. Yeah, I know. I'm not the best at designing, but technically I kinda sketched this with the shoulder lengths from the hoodie, so it should be an exact match, give or take a pixel or two, but I don't know. At least now I have the suit, unlike before, where it was just a hoodie. And I can just basically poke around and wait. My Stream Deck labels are kind of messed up, so I'm not gonna mess around with that. First, I've been hitting the gym. Yes, I have. Probably no. I just ate too much from during Christmas and New Year's, so I'm a bit buffed. But yeah, you're gonna have like collectibles around the game, and hidden code caches, which basically is the currency for the game. Those are going to be hidden throughout the maps, and you can basically use the unlocked skills you'll have later on to basically go back through the other maps and just hit those hidden rooms. Apologies. But yeah. Besides that, core loop, basically exploration, combat, puzzle solving, boss fight, new ability, rinse and repeat, and progression flow, session structure. Like, this had a lot of help, not gonna lie. But I forgot to ask, how are you feeling? I'm basically doing mostly well. I'm still a bit sick. I don't know what's going on, but my throat and my nose are a bit wonky today, so yeah. But I should be able to talk and should be able to last a whole stream. Happy New Year, by the way. But yeah, I was basically explaining the whole game design doc of Tulip before beginning the development stage. Basically talking about how the first phase, which is the minimum viable product, I'm predicting to have by June, but it's an approximation. What are your New Year's resolutions? First one, do better content on YouTube. My content wasn't that good. Starting today, I've already recorded a new type of video that I'm gonna see if it's good. It's gonna feature these two over here. Let's see how it goes. Second one, do a minimum viable product for Tulip. That's something I need to do, even if it basically knocks me out at a given point. But Tulip needs to have something, because it's been half a year since I started designing it, almost, and I still have only the game design doc, because there were so many changes, including with Daisy coming along, that I haven't moved an inch in the game. I only designed the title screen, basically. So, those are my two New Year's resolutions regarding the stream itself, which is basically improve my quality of content and, yeah, the game. The only game, because I've put some thought into it, and the other game I was developing, Nemetia, the RPG, was taking a lot out of me, and I couldn't basically do it. What typo? Wait, where is the typo? I don't see it. Or was it the message I said don't? Oh, you meant to say do it, right? But yeah, let's hope Tulip gets to shine a lot when I basically do something. I have mostly a structure on how I want the minimum viable product. I didn't mean to say anything actually. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, there's also victory conditions. This kind of spoiler because it's what I was referring to before. But oh well. I'm sure nobody will remember once I finish the game. And before someone remembers. But yeah, you're gonna have a center completion, which is defeat null pointers in the null dimension, which is the final map of the game, or achieve 100% completion. All collectibles are lore archives, all bosses defeated before the final confrontation, then choose to preserve or delete null pointers. You'll have both options. Choose wisely. It's gonna influence your ending. Make sure to drink water. How do you say it with a British accent? Water? No, water. I can't say it with a British accent for some reason. No tea, yeah. Water. Yeah. Let me see if Tulip knows. Can say it better than me. Can you say water with a British accent? Because, like, my accent can go like.
Sure thing, mate. Water. Just the way a proper Brit would say it. Hashtag code and strawberries.
That sounded a bit more Australian than British, but sure. Sure, mate. Water. But yeah. Then you have like failure states, which is basically the player on death returns to the last save point with all code fragments lost from that map or beyond that save point. Game over does not exist. Players can retry indefinitely from save points. That makes sense. Like, you don't have a permadeath state unless I code the difficulty to have one, like a hardcore difficulty.
G'day. Good eye, mate. I'd say like a true Aussie. Good eye, mate. That's a ripper.
A ripper? What's a ripper? In the context of Australian accent, what's a ripper? Because that one even caught me off guard.
In Aussie speak, a ripper is just the word for something top-notch. Like, that game, it's a ripper. In other words, super awesome or amazing.
Fair enough, mate. Okay. Moving on. Primary mechanics. Combat system. It's going to be health RAM, represented by random access memory, or RAM, which basically is what makes one of the main components of your computer, supposedly. And basically Tulip will have 100 from the get-go. Daisy will have 80, because she's more of a support type character. This will be increased with upgrades. You can upgrade for either of them by spending the currency. Obviously this is a given. Damage taken reduces the current HP. Would be to be expected. And death, between quotation marks, is at 0 HP, which means you get reset to the latest save point. Could be like 30 minutes ago, could be 5 minutes ago. Depends on how you saved it and when you saved it. But yeah, then you have all abilities cost CPU percentage. That's a given because I need to limit the usage of abilities. 100% maximum capacity. If you pass that, you enter the overloaded state, which basically messes around with everything. You have visual distortion effects, all costs increased by 50%, movement speed reduced by 30%, lasts 5 seconds after returning below 100 HP, 100% CPU usage. Basically save CPU for big moments versus constant ability use. Like, don't spam abilities and you'll be fine. This might include your light attack. Will the game name be changed to Godot, Tulip and Daisy? Honestly, I think I'm gonna leave it at Godot Tulip. Because, in a way, Tulip is gonna be the main character. Daisy is more of a supporter. So she's more of a secondary character to the main plot. So basically Tulip will have the more important role throughout the game story, because she will be given a specific, well, I can go out and say it because it's gonna be in the tutorial. Basically she will get the key to the worlds, which basically allows her to edit the code. That's going to be the main concept. And I know that's kind of like Code Lyoko. I had to draw inspiration from somewhere, didn't I? Like, there's parallels between the two. But yeah, that was one of the inspirations I took from the series. What is the genre going to be? It's a Metroidvania. Basically, Hollow Knight or Guacamelee type game, but a bit more cybernetic, if I'm making sense. Because I'm gonna add some new concepts. But yeah, then you have like the combat. Tulip is gonna be melee focused with the keyboard sword. She's gonna have fast attack speed, serious damage, recursive strike, exceptional launcher. I still need to design the actual looks of how the attacks will be. Platformer action, basically. Playstyle, aggressive, combo heavy, high risk, high reward. Because you need to be up front against the enemies. While Daisy is range support with a debug laser, which is basically her attack. She's gonna be a ranged attacker. Moderate damage, utility focus. She's gonna have a few abilities, including a shield. She can heal Tulip, or create healing items for both of them. She's more of a tactical type character. At a given point I may include other characters. I still need to decide that. Then you have movement abilities, there's a wall jump. Will the graphics be better than Arkham Knight's graphics? Who do you take me for? I'm not a master designer. There's no way I can beat that. Like, Arkham Knight. Like, plus, we are talking about two different types of games. This is a 3D game. What I'm doing is a 2D game, so it ends up looking way different. But, I mean, even though it kind of looks a bit weird around the face, like, the design is a masterpiece. Search Arkham Knight walking. Is it that bad? I haven't played it yet, so let me see. Gonna mute this. It's so relaxing. Oh, it has that futuristic vibe. I like it. But yeah, there's no way I can pull off the graphic style of a AAA game out of nowhere. For that, I need a team. Like, the attention to detail. I don't have that. I'm mostly a game developer, not a game designer. I'm not an artist. And, well, kinda. I did draw a lot of things, but I'm not a designer, an artist to this level. This, to me, is mind-blowing. But yeah, it's just going to be, which would you say looks better, Spider-Man 2 or Arkham Knight? Arkham Knight. I'm biased towards the Arkham series. I loved playing Arkham Asylum, and one of these days I need to complete all 4 games on stream. I have them all on Steam if I'm not mistaken. I can do it. It's just gonna take a long time. If I search Batman, yeah, I have Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight. So I can do a full playthrough of all of the full series. Just gonna take a while to do it. But yeah, that's for some other day. But yeah, I have a heavy bias in that scenario. I haven't played Spider-Man 2. I don't even own it. I think I only own the first Spider-Man. Because, yeah, I still haven't even finished it. So, yeah, Arkham series kinda wins there. But yeah, as I was explaining, Tulip and Daisy will have basically all of these abilities to move. They have a wall jump, which is going to be unlocked in the tutorial level. Lambda leap, which is basically a short range teleport, just something so they can basically move some short distances where there's like a gap, something like that. This without jumping, obviously. Or I can basically call jump this. We can go over it eventually when I get to that phase. Then there's a dash. That's basically the typical dash for any Metroidvania. Recently, I've played. Are you on a diet? No. At the moment, no. But so far, I haven't gained any weight. Don't know how. But yeah, lately I've played this game, Chrono Gear, and one of their dash attacks is freaking amazing. This is a game developed by Hololive in a way, or published by Hololive. And one of the dash abilities is basically the character spins like a drill midair and dashes towards the enemy. You basically press jump and the dash button and it does the attack. It's amazing. Catbird. Haven't heard of that one. But yeah, then you have Path Creation. This is gonna be... I don't know if I want to make it in the tutorial. I'm sure I have it this like detailed somewhere. But yeah, they will be able to generate platforms under them, or at least Tulip will. I still need to decide the like split of the abilities. Tulip will get a lot of abilities, but Daisy will also have a lot. So there needs to be a balance. Then the Tulip specific ability. This one is definitely for Tulip because of the basically the key to the world, where she can basically freeze code or freeze objects that she basically sees. It's gonna be a bit difficult to pull off, but it's also gonna be a really interesting ability. Like, I can even do like an area of effect stop instead of just targeting stop. But let's see how the development phase goes. Then there's a grappling hook, like another way for her to basically clear like long distances where there's a really big gap and she needs to get across and there's no platforms. So either she does path creation or query grappling hook, which basically she could like grapple to the top of the map and just hook herself to the other side, or basically something like that. And each world unlocks a new traversal ability that opens previously an inaccessible paths in all worlds, encouraging strategic backtracking, as I was
Sure
mentioned.
thing. Lutenica is a tasty Bulgarian spread made from roasted peppers and tomatoes, like a spicy, savory jam you slather on bread.
That sounds really good. You're kind of tempting me on that one. Yeah. I mean, at least from the description, it really sounds really good. Okay, then you have the VR goggles mechanic, the puzzle types, secondary mechanics. You have the save system. You will have hub areas in each world where you can save and basically buy items, everything like that. And before you fight the boss, full HP CPU restore when you save, that's a given. Access to the shop and storage, and Lily, which is the navigation system. When will you start developing it? As soon as I finish explaining the GDD. Or game design doc. I'm almost there. This is 50 pages long. But yeah, essentially I want to give a really good context on what is going to be developed, and basically I will just jump straight out of the gate with this guide and some tutorials and create the game. But yeah, you're gonna have Lily, which is gonna be this game's version of the Navi from Legend of Zelda. That's the name, right? I know the other day I asked Tibbs about it, and I think that was the name. Oh, whatever. The pixie from Legend of Zelda. The one that says, "Hey, listen! Hey, listen!" But yeah. Then you have Cloud Save, which is going to be unlocked when you get to the Cloud Kingdom. It's going to be 5th world? 50. Give yourself some rest sometimes. 50. 50 what? Oh, 50 pages. Yeah. I kind of went hard on writing all of this. Though mostly it's just like formatting and everything like that. I'm currently on page 20. But yeah, you're gonna have basically cloud saves where you can create save points. This is going to be a Daisy ability. You switch to Daisy, you create a save point. You waste 25% of your CPU usage, but you basically have a save point where you can just return to. 500? Maybe multiply that by 1,000? I don't know. I really don't know how many lines of code the game will have. It's unpredictable because there's going to be a lot of mechanics at play. Okay, then you have like code fragments. This is the currency, legacy tokens. This is going to be certain ruins that I'm going to code in, and you'll need special abilities to access. Community fragments like helping NPCs. Imagine an NPC gives you a quest. If you complete it, it gives you a fragment. Boss souls. basically if you defeat the boss for the first time, it will drop a soul. Achievement points. This is basically if you clear an achievement, you're gonna get the point for it. Then you have consumable crafting, healing items, buff items. This is mostly Daisy related. She's gonna be the crafter, in a way. She can equip and upgrade items. There should be a merchant that also helps with that. Let me see, cosmetic, community items, legacy items, general shop. No, there isn't. 5 million lines of code? Even Half-Life 2 has more, probably. Maybe. I never saw the source code for Half-Life 2, but I'd guess. I really don't know. Like, source engine games are difficult to say how much code there is behind the game. But yeah, you have quest givers, you have co-op specific mechanics, you share the code fragment pool, meaning the currency, you share quest progress, you can trade items between players, but eventually I might even say you have a shared inventory, just to make it easy. The game will not be free. I may do giveaways for the game, but it won't be free. Only like the demo for the game. Because this is going to be a project that is going to basically demand a lot out of me for it. And if I want to increase the in team size, like hire actual like designers and developers to work with me, I'm gonna have to have a way to pay them. So the game would be, I think I even wrote somewhere what the price would be. I think it's 15 euros, if I'm not mistaken, but will be adjusted for other regions, basically. I don't have the exact... Yeah, sorry, I ramble a lot when it comes to this game. But yeah, I think it's 15, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do region pricing. I'm not gonna do the automatic Steam pricing. I'm gonna go for each of them one by one, see how the economy for that country works, and come up with a good price for that specific country. With Namitia, I can do this already, where Brazil, Colombia, mostly South American countries and Southeast Asian countries have basically a smaller price to pay for the game. And basically that helps out a lot because my economy is way different than theirs. My currency might be higher valued than theirs. So if I make them pay like what for me would be like maybe at most like 1% of a salary, for them it could be like half of their salary. So I need to keep in attention to that. But this is like way in front of us. Like, I still only have the plan for the first world to be released around June, July, somewhere around that. So will mostly be either around Tulip's birthday or basically around the stream's affiliate birthday, which is going to be on June 24th, if I'm not mistaken. It's 23rd or 24th. I don't remember the exact date. Pakistan, I think they make $1 a day. Yeah, I think I heard something similar to that. Construction workers, I think, yeah. Like, and that's one of the things we game developers need to basically have always in mind. Like, there's going to be people in other countries that won't be able to afford your game if you equally price it throughout every country. you need to keep in mind their economy, like how much do they earn and how much can you basically charge for the game without basically making them have to pay almost a big chunk out of their salary to have it. This is one of the things I learned from Pirate Software, and basically one of the good things he taught. I'm not saying he only teaches bad things, but that was a really good one and really opened my eyes to how Steam works. And yeah, basically that's it. Let me see. Okay, now we get into the worlds. By the way, do you know the site GitHub? Do you mean GitHub? Because if you do, that's the site I mainly use for my code, where all my projects are hosted, technically. No, GitHub. First time hearing about it. What the heck? GitHub parody? You mean this? Give me a second. It's not. Okay, there we go. You mean this? Where the world builds absolutely nothing. Then I don't know what you're talking about. Because first time hearing about the GitHub. Impressive how they parodied the full website. What's surprising? Someone say you spelled it wrong. Oh! That's basically github.com. Yeah, this one. I thought it, the one I talked about, yeah. Because I actually searched GitHub, and yeah, it did show that one. You spelled it wrong, but it also showed a lot of other projects. So yeah, but yeah, it's github.com. Now I know what you're talking about. And this is basically to domain park the misspelling of GitHub, because some people like to create phishing websites with misspellings, like Google. Like if you add extra O's, people have used it to basically scam people. Because imagine you put Google but with 3 O's. Doesn't it cost money to keep it running? The page itself, no. Like, I'm gonna show you something. Go to tulip.com. This is hosted on GitHub. And I'll show you. If I go to github.com, Omega Leo, and code tulip, I have a specific... where is this? Okay, here. This specific folder, it's just HTML. And it's getting served into my custom domain. What I pay is the domain itself. That varies from basically domain hoster to a hosting company, so it can vary. I don't know specifics. My .com domains are basically in GoDaddy because it was the most affordable I could find for a .com domain. And yeah, basically I registered code tulip, I registered professorleo.com, and I registered omegaleo.com because I only had the .pt, and that is supposed to be my portfolio website. But yeah, it will eventually be changed, but that's something for another day. I love the background. I had some help from Copilot doing the background. It actually did a great job at suggesting me something really interesting for Code Tulip. Like, I love how the website looks. And this is just like a small preview for now. This one isn't near completed. Game page.html. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah. Mentions your personality. Yeah. This is gonna be where I'm gonna put the actual finished page. And for now, it's just like static. It doesn't do anything. Eventually, I have a trailer button linking to Steam, but that's for later on. For now, the only thing it does is just shows this, like a brief summary of the game, and says in development. You can watch it live at these two links, and here's the schedule. There's also professorleo.com, which basically gives the link to my two platforms, gives a brief summary about the stream, a brief summary about me and the twins, and the schedule, and then has the buttons again. Supposedly there should be a Discord button. Don't know what happened to it. Yeah. I was entertained during my break from stream. So I revamped the Professor Leo website. These some advanced things, indeed. And this is nothing. If I knew how to do like React and everything like that, I maybe would pull off something even better. But yeah, I only know like basic HTML, CSS with Bootstrap and everything. So my knowledge is a bit limited on the front end side. I can make sites like this, but yeah, more than that, and I'll struggle, I think. But yeah, for now, I'm satisfied. Both sites will look great, and basically will be like that for a while, until I have more time to improve them even more. But yeah, they are hosted by GitHub, technically, because GitHub allows me to host HTML websites. Which website would you say is the most impressive one you've visited? Difficult to say, honestly. Off the top of my head, I don't see like any that pop for some reason. Also, let me do something. Only noticed now that the VTube Studio buttons were popping up. Okay, there we go. That should be better. But yeah, basically, Godot is gonna have this for the first hour. I need to find a way to make the tutorial last 1 hour at most, and maybe 30 minutes at the least. Apologies. My throat is still not that good. Oh, also, something I forgot to mention. The stream now has quality options. I finally discovered how that works. I need to basically have a higher bitrate, and now I can basically select the quality option of the stream. So if I go here, give me a second, Professor Leo. Pause this so I don't hear myself. If I go here, quality, there's now 3 options. You can put it at 1080p 60 frames, 720 at 60, or 360 at 30 frames per second. So you now have quality options. Enjoy. Was entertaining to configure it, not gonna lie. I didn't even know OBS could do this for Twitch. So essentially, instead of Twitch being the one to handle the quality settings, my basically my computer in OBS sends more data, and Twitch just basically parses it for the quality options. So basically I get a bit more work on my side, and Twitch just does the rest, essentially. The only thing that's different is like I send double the amount of basically data. Instead of sending like 6,000 kilobytes per second, I'm sending 12,000. Something like that. It's something they added last year, but apparently I only found out about it recently. So yeah, my bad. But yeah, okay. And this talks about the other two worlds. This seems a bit too much, but let's see. I first need to do the levels and then I can see how it goes. Did that not work? Did that redeem fail? Give me a second. I'm quite sure that should be working. Let me see. Key combination, gesture trigger. Did I not set? Wait a minute. Oh, here it is. Active triggers, cat ears, 10 minutes. Oh, it's on the wrong one. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. I put it on the wrong trigger. My apologies. The other one should be working. Yeah, that one is working. I think you can do it again. Let me see. No, it's on cooldown. Give me a second. I'll do it. I think I included an option for myself. It's not triggering. Well, ain't that a quinky dink. I think I messed up something here. Or my VTube Studio integration is not working correctly. Let me see. Yeah, my buttons aren't working in my stream controller for some reason. Give me a second. Let me see if it's should be here. I mean, it should be running. Okay, that's Discord reactive. I mean, does seem fine. Oh well. There should be another way. I think I set a shortcut. I did. Shift E. There you go. Happy now? I still don't know why I did this. Nor if the color scheme is correct. No. You can ask the twins to do that. Not me. Nope. You'd have to pay well for me to do that one. I'm joking, but no, I won't do it. Huh. Kinda goes well with the teeth, doesn't it? Well, I be damned. Stop it, you. Stop it. Let me see. There's controls. Ship navigation control. Oh yeah, because I forgot to mention the ship. It's gotta be what you use to basically go from world to world. You'll have a ship. Remapping, accessibility options, graphics, art style and visual direction, target resolution and technical specs. Maybe locked, I don't know. Stop it. I'm warning you. World visual identity, like main colors of each world. I'm gonna have like specific color palettes for each world. The one for my lab might change, but let's see. Because essentially my lab should be in like white with some purple accent, maybe. Still need to see how I want to design it. You have other worlds. Let me just check if I did math correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's correct. For some reason. Oh, here it is, null dimension. Fine, ara ara. That's better. Did the ears just... How did I... Okay, I did something with the ears and I don't know why. Huh. They really move a lot. Huh. Let me see what I can do with them. God damn it, no, it's a toy for me. Let me see. Clip of the year so far, god damn it. I'm really gonna suffer, aren't I? Okay, environmental art. This is basically detailing the tile sets and platforms, but this may change. Parallax, there's gonna be basically parallaxing backgrounds, even though I didn't clip it. I'll see if I clip it later. Not a promise. Interactive objects. Basically, this is mostly visual parts. Lighting and shaders, animation standards. Basically, I should follow these normal standards for each animation, but they may change. I still don't have an exact idea on it. User interface, like minimalist with programming aesthetics, terminal inspired. I think I changed. It's not Roboto, it's Nunito, but I'm not sure because I need to check. But I think I did put the other font. Let me see. Game dev, go Tulip, fonts. Yeah, it's the other one. Give me a second. And this should be, I think it's the Sans version. But this can be changed. What is going to be the main colors of the heads-up display? It's going to be electric blue with some accents on dark backgrounds. And no, it's going to have electric blue accents, so it helps with like darker backgrounds. That's it. Top left, it's going to be basically the character information. Top right, the minimap. Do you know Koreax Cashin? The name does ring a bell. I don't remember. Kenshin. Oh, hey, look, it's me. The name is familiar. I don't think I ever saw any videos. The name just does ring a bell for some reason. But why do you ask? Where was I? Oh, yeah. Gonna have like 4 slots for quick items, just because. Fair enough. On the bottom right, you're gonna have the ability icons with the CPU costs and maybe cooldowns if I implement cooldowns in certain abilities. On the center of the screen, not exactly the center, but above the entities, which can either be the characters the player plays or the enemies, there's going to be HP numbers when you basically attack. Like, you do damage, HP. What's Corey Kenshin's end? Bye bye. This is going to be toggleable because some people might not like.
Corey Kenshin's intro is that classic, "Hey guys, it's your big brother Corey. Welcome to the channel" voiceover set to a funky beat,
Fair enough.
usually paired with a quick montage of his signature comedic clips. It's the little banner that lets you know you're about to get a good laugh.
She trolled ya. Why do you think she'd be thought about that? Even I don't know. But yeah, the only thing that's gonna be like mostly visible is the boss HP bar. I'm thinking about top center. When you are fighting a boss, it will appear with the boss name. Menu designs, visual feedback
A
systems.
sifu is a Chinese honorific for a martial arts master. Think of
Yeah.
it like saying coach or mentor, but with a legendary vibe. They're the
mean,
ones passing down skills, wisdom, and that
specify.
rare, almost magical chop and swing technique.
It didn't specify it was the game. Status icons. I meant see for the game. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Accessibility
you mean
options.
Sifu! It's this brutal 2D beat 'em up where you get older each time you die to slowly master Kung Fu and dodge those lethal punch by punch challenges. Truly a perfect test for our coding nerves.
Well, there you go. It's 3D, yeah. What do you expect? She doesn't have info on everything. I can eventually give her, but it's still a bit far off for now. I need to code a new memory system. Basically, the soundtrack is going to be electronic with some orchestral vibes and some chiptune elements. I don't know if I'm gonna be the one doing it or if I'm gonna commission. She's more like close, not OpenAI. Yeah. Although her model is from OpenAI. They just did it again. What the hell? How did I trigger the years to do that? Huh. Well, I be damned. But yeah, I might commission the soundtrack because I don't have that much skills with sound design. It's like my Achilles heel. Then there's the development timeline, like 6 to 9 months for the MVP working solo. Scope is going to be Leo's lab, which is going to be my tutorial. Playable demo, proving concept viability, so showcasing how the game works. Oh, and the years are gone. He. Then what does the MVP include? What's gonna be the phases? At the moment we should be here, but I kinda gave myself some leeway space here. So technically I'm already here. Because the tutorials I'm gonna follow are already basically listed for myself. 2 more slides, yeah. The others is basically just what the next months are going to be. There's going to be a post MVP, which basically is once I finish development, it's going to be on itch.io. I'm going to basically do events, gather feedback and analysis, and basically just decide what to do next. Like, gather everything, take some time, and actually see what the path after it is. Do I continue solo or do I branch out to a team essentially? But yeah, the current focus is this one. Month 1, the core gameplay. So player movement, the walk, the jump, the dash, the wall jump. Basic combat, attacks, enemies, HP system. I should have this done in like 2 weeks if I'm lucky. I'm gonna follow a tutorial series which is done by, let me see the name again, I put it here. Not this one. I think it's this one from Michael Games. If I'm not mistaken, give me a sec. Here. Oops. I edited this by mistake. There we go. This is the series I'm gonna basically be watching. It already has a lot of videos. I've been basically accompanying it as it releases, and I'm liking the way he explains like how to do the mechanics. I'd say right now I could start at the 5th video because I already know the basics. I need to basically build from there. So yeah, want to play Wordle on stream after explaining. The thing is, if I play on stream, you're gonna know the answer, essentially. That's the thing. Because, yeah, that's a bit cheating, you know? And I don't think the current Wordle has appeared. What was yesterday's? 1658. Name reminds me of Megalovania and Metroid combined. And also, I don't know it. Basically, Metroidvania comes from both Metroid and Castlevania. Yeah. The answer to the Wordle, I don't remember it right now. Let me see if there's a new one available. I'm gonna pop this out, reload. Okay, here's the pop out. Channel stats. Oh, it was proof. Don't use it to cheat. Basically, me and Tibbs almost got it on the same attempt. Just one off. It wasn't easy. Like, you know, there's off-brand sites. Fair enough. It's just that this one integrates with Discord. It's basically easier for us to play. So yeah, that's why I didn't like put any other websites, and have been using the New York Times website. So yeah. Okay, with the big ass intro out of the way, let's begin. Because I've been wanting to code this all week long. So I'm gonna switch to software and game development. Software and game development. And I'm gonna take a quick break to go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back.
I don't have a crystal ball, but if I had to venture a lucky guess, the first meme of 2026 probably features a still frame of me, Tulip, dodging Null Pointerus Maximus, while the caption reads, "When the final boss drops a giant bug."
Take notes. That's her idea. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Really had to go. So yeah, let's begin the show then. Gonna start with this. Let me just start from the beginning. Had some activities to do, I assume. Yeah, called what was it? There's a funny name for it, but I don't remember it. Watering the plants, that's it. Something like that. But yeah. Let me pause the music on my side and should be able to listen to the video as well as I follow through it. It's basically okay. This is mostly just to describe the Metroidvania parts. Thought that you were folding the dishes. Folding the dishes. That's a new one. Never heard of that one. Okay, yeah, I can skip to the first video. Yeah. I don't think I like this type of design. I was maybe going with a more tile set based design. But let's see. No. Here's the link if anyone wants it. It's honestly a good tutorial. Let me see. I think on YouTube it didn't send for some reason. There you go. Should be available on the chat replay as well. Let's see. Yeah. I know it's a random thing to say, but it's so nice to not be addicted to anything. Fair, I guess. I think I'm gonna put it at 1.5 speed. Just to get along with the video. Yeah. Okay, I don't think I have that yet. Code Tulip. I already have the icon and I have the logo for the game. Don't have much more than that. Let me see. Main menu, boot screen. Oh yeah, I did something interesting. Check it out. And you know you usually have to watch a tutorial. Yeah. Usually. Especially with things that I don't know about, like in Metroidvania. It's preferable for me to watch a tutorial even if it's like for an entire week, but I can get the actual concepts correctly. What happens? Okay, the buttons don't do anything besides the exit. So, new scene, 2D scene. Let me see how... Okay, it's just basically, I'm gonna call it Leo's Lab, which is gonna be the first scene. 01, Leo's Lab. And there we go. I can then go in here and I have an array of scenes. I can do quick load. Doesn't appear. Ain't that a thing? For some reason, it's not appearing. Hold up, where did I save it? Oh, it's in the wrong part. That explains it. Go back here. this one goes in here. That's better. For some reason it created at the root folder. Okay. Oh, and it just keeps creating there. Give me a second. I'm gonna do this, don't save. There we go. Scene manager, quick load. Still doesn't appear. Oh, gotcha. It's a resource. First need to create a resource. Will you add any Easter eggs to it? I will. I will add a lot of Easter eggs, supposedly. If anyone has like any sort of Easter eggs they want, like put it in the code Tulip chat on Discord, and I'll see what I can do. Cause yeah, sky's the limit here. Okay, create an object named this, Leo's lab. Okay, you are basically going to be called Leo's lab, and the scene file is going to be this one. Then in the scene manager, I can now just go here and bingo. What if you add a rickroll in Morse code? It could be possible as a lore tablet, or what did I call it? Lore archive? Something like that. It can be possible. Or I can just include a remix of the rickroll song, like in some specific place on the game. Imagine that. But yeah, let me add child note. It should be character body to D, not sprite, usually. Unless this is like, let me see. He actually doesn't use the character body to D. Doesn't that affect like how the gravity and everything else gets calculated, supposedly? I actually don't know. Moving platform 4. I mean, this already does a lot of things, so one would think that this would be preferable. Okay, I need to add a collision shape 2D. First, I need to add a sprite 2D. I think I'm gonna handle the animations myself. Quick load. Let's put the icon and transform. For now, your scale is gonna be 0.1. Even 0.1 seems like a lot, but sure. Just so I can get the hang of it. Instead of the sprite, you now have the collision shape 2D. Oh, I think it doesn't work if I do it like this. New rectangle shape. Can we just say it covers all of this for now? Because I don't have like a sprite here. 2D model gives a very different vibe from the 3D one. I just realized that. Yeah, I wonder why. I did think I loved the 2D avatar. I wasn't liking the 3D one anymore. Like, seemed a little bland and was difficult to control everything. So this honestly feels 100 times better. And it's more customizable. Like, I don't think I have any other things that can be done on stream. No. But I do have all of other toggles. I just don't have them working at the moment because my VTube Studio integration for some reason isn't working. Can you go bald? No. Let me see. Okay, yeah, now it works. Gonna leave it like that. Yeah. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna go here in my scripts folder, player behavior, something like that, and call this player. That's the sprite, everything works. Scripts, player behavior, player.cs. There we go. Open rider. Duh. Did you press enter by mistake?
Huh? Sounds like the start of a legendary line. Like the epic meme that says, when you finally break null pointerus maximus, the crowd goes silent. Guess what you're actually thinking? Daisy, any clues?
Oh, I'm pretty sure you're thinking the one and only line that turns
Fair
a
enough.
bug into a meme legend. But spoiler, the best strike is just the code stops.
Fair. Let me see. Scripts, player behavior, and there we have it. Gonna do something. This is instance node. Gonna create a new one called. Actually, no. Not gonna create one for the character body itself. This is fine like it is, I think. So yeah. God damn. Okay.
Hey. Ready to conquer null pointerus maximus with a giant strawberry of code? Hashtag code and strawberries.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. The character body 2D. Oh, he creates a new scene. Now I get it. I was essentially way ahead. Okay. Yeah, add the collision shape. Okay, gotcha. That's what I wanted to do. So, reload from disk. This is going to be save branch as seen. Gonna have a prefabs folder and call it the player. So now I can just do this and have access to the player itself. Make the player do something. Yada. Might do some shenanigans. Yeah, there's a process, there's a physics process. Yeah. I'm gonna take it one step up. So, let me... Where is it? The controls.
Half-Life 2 is a mind-bending first-person shooter where you play as the silent genius Gordon Freeman, fighting the oppressive Combine Empire that's frozen Earth's future,
Controls.
using everything from gravity shift guns to makeshift melee,
USD.
all while uncovering a plot that could rewrite the rules of physics, and hopefully get a giant strawberry-sized victory.
Input map. Movement. Add. What's type of action? Wasn't I able to like mess around with this and add specific types of actions? Apparently no. Up. This is gonna be up, not up arrow. W. And also let me grab my gamepad and I'll just map it. D-pad up. Okay. Down. This is gonna be mapped to this one and mapped to S. On left. Mapped to... Wait. I think I'm doing the thing wrong. Left stick, not the D-pad. Okay. Yeah, I was messing it up. Okay. Up, down, left. This is A. And right. Gonna say T and move to the right. There we go. Mostly not similar to this one, but like a bit more lifted at front, essentially. Let me see. Okay, can also already do the jump. Should be A button and what else? Space? Space. Okay. Spacebar and the A button. Bottom action, Sonic Cross, Xbox A, and Nintendo B. Godot is a masterpiece at this. Okay. So, I'm gonna do the same that I did in one of my tutorials. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna say input manager, task and instanced node input manager. This is going to be a partial.
Boxers pack a straight-up punch, while Wing Chun's slick, close-quarters flow can dominate the ring. Pick your flavor, but remember, in coding, it's the right fix that lands the knockout.
Should be a vector 2 on move input. Oops. Like so. And public action on jump input. Yeah, precisely. Physics process. if yada yada. Actually, you're doing it wrong. Wait a minute. There's nothing to do in the up. So yeah, actually it's right. If, like so. Yeah, that's correct. That seems fine. Okay. Okay, let me do something then. On ready, you're gonna say handle move input, handle jump input. Create method. Create method. This will be handled eventually. I'm gonna say private vector 2 move input export move speed jump force, something like that. And here move input equals obj, which I'm gonna rename to move input. That's better. Physics process. What platform? Linux, the arch nemesis of Windows. Okay, move and slide there. So I'm gonna say velocity dot x. Oh right, var velocity equals velocity equals something like that. Velocity equals that, and move and slide. Hypothetically, load from disk, project settings. If I add this to the globals, so scripts, managers, input manager, add, I'm gonna put it right at the top and just debug this scene. Oh, yeah, it's Godot. Or Godot, whatever you want to call it. Okay, might have coded something wrong. Give me a second. Oh, I need to call it call deferred. That's why. I think that's it. I just wonder why. Call deferred. Aim off, move input vector to right. Okay. Gonna guess this now works. And 0. Same for this one. Call deferred. This is something weird that this does on jump input. I mean, sure. Okay. I wonder if it's because of this. Yeah, that's a lot of errors that shouldn't be happening. Oh, it still does. Call function error calling deferred method node to the input manager on move input not found. Huh. maybe I need to assign it to method in here. Yeah, it might be looking for methods. Moved on movement on jump. Click void emit movement and emit jump. Sure. Emit jump. Let me see if like that it does something. Lever Johnny Dug Dug on. It had to be Dug Dug. Fair enough. Okay, that's still happening. But get singleton has action P action is true, returning false. Input manager on line 37. Line 37. Here. His action just pressed. Jump. Oh. Now I know. This is wrong. I have it capitalized. Okay, now that one should... Oh, there we go. Honestly, that's quite a good movement. No, I don't know. Why did he retired? I saw that he posted a video about retiring the main channel, but I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, this is basically the speed thing. Yeah, I have the same part with the inputs. Okay, and then it's the world building part. Oh no, it's fine. I'm just like watching tutorials. Only thing is like it's almost over. So yeah. Can 500 people sing a sea shanty at the same time? The things I'm seeing in the recommendations. It's almost finished as well. Yeah, I like it. I like the vibes of sea shanties, honestly. Okay, now it's an important thing. State machines. In all my games, I never once go to the state machine. Or at least a really good one. So, this is gonna be a first. Okay, let's try to make some like basic stuff as well. Honestly, the sprite seems a bit too big, so I'm gonna do something new. Gradient texture 2D. 64 by 64 is a bit too much. I think I agreed on 48 by 48. Okay, that should be a bit better. Yeah. a bit more difficult to align the collision shape, but it's fine. Gonna put it like on the inside. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye, happy coding. Okay, see you soon. Have a nice night. Let's see. Let's make then the... Oh, that's really small now. Fair enough. Add child node camera, just so it like follows. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, that's too small. Position smoothing. I'm gonna enable that. Process callback, zoom. Like, oh, if I increase in one, I increase in the other. How does that look? Honestly? Oh. So that's the position smoothing. I'm gonna guess it's still moving, but yeah. I think I'm gonna keep the camera under the player. So like that. And I'm gonna adjust the speed. He moves way too fast now. 20. And here I'm gonna say like 15 for now at least. Okay. What happens now? Okay, that seems a bit better. Doesn't seem like it's moving way too fast for now. Okay, now let's add basically the representations of the map for now, because now I get what he was trying to do. Let me see. Gonna just need a gradient 1D. And yeah, I'm gonna say like 128. Make it a tiny bit bigger under here. In the player, I'm gonna enable gravity. I know there's a way. Collision, input, transform. I know there's a way for me to do this. Or maybe I need to calculate the gravity manually? Is that it? Let me see. Oh, do we? Let me just do something. Collision shape 2D. Gonna say it's a rectangle. Gonna start like that and like so. Okay. And like so. If I play the scene. Okay, but we can see we are moving. Okay. Why is the player not having gravity? Do I still need to calculate the gravity myself? I shouldn't, right? What happens if I'm... No, that does the same thing. Slide on ceiling, collisions. I know there's a way. Pickable. Oh, and in here, I need to add... yeah, it needs to be a static body. Static body 2D, like so, and like so. Now it should be doing something. Okay, this resizes correctly. Yeah, still nothing. If I go to remote, Position is the same. If I just do this. Oh, doi. I need to select the player. For constant for block angle, save margin, make static keep active. That does nothing. I mean, there should be some way for me to add gravity. Godot 2D gravity. How gravity works. Did I miss something in the previous tutorial? And I kind of didn't notice? Or is he just setting... Yeah, he's just setting it down. Like... Wait a minute. His actually has the... Let me see. Yeah, his kinda already does the gravity thing. So I kinda must have done goofed something. Yeah. Yeah. Sense character body 2D. Yeah. Oh, up direction -1. Is that it? Let me see. Up direction. No, it's already there. Block on wall, max angle, snap lengths. It should be doing the gravity. Physics process. We do all of that. Yeah. Okay, still don't like slide down. Yeah. I think it's basically what the homework was. I just didn't pay attention. Yeah. Wait a minute. But something in here. Velocity dot y. Oh, that's the gravity. So what he's doing is times 980 for delta. Yeah. Reload from disk. Not this one, this one. So if I do this, still nothing. Well, I'd be damned. Wait a minute. Is it minus? No, plus. Here, it's plus. Reload from disk. There we go. Now it's basically having some sort of gravity. Okay, now I can basically do the rest. platform, something like that. We can make it shorter, something like that. Duplicate. I'm gonna. There should be a way for me to rotate. I think it's like this. Yeah. Let's like make it 45 degrees. Close enough. Bingo. There we go. Crap. Forgot I wasn't in the move section. Okay, can kind of do it like that. Maybe 45 is way too much. Something like that. Oops. Okay, let's make it like so. Oops. Something like that. What happens if I basically... Okay, it can slide. Interesting. Okay, let's clone this. And I'm gonna make it a tiny bit different. Oops. Where did I go? Oh, there we are. Okay, I'm gonna make this taller and like so. The player should be able to jump mostly like this. So yeah. Oh. Next. Yeah, actually the music is a bit distracting for me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Apologies. I'm feeling a bit sleepy. Okay, gotcha. But I'm gonna do it in a different way. So, I'm gonna say state. Gonna just create it here. Player state. It's gonna be a class. It's a partial and derives from node 2D, I think. Okay. Or just node potato patata. Yeah. At icon. Oh, you can even give like icons to it. That's interesting. How would it be here? There's not an at icon. Oh, it's an attribute. Something like that. Okay. Can leave it like that for now and change around eventually. Oops. Player. Okay. Gonna have export private player. Enter state. Next state. Okay. Export. Private. Player state. Next state. Correct. Use an internal for these two. So just name is next state. Sure, why not? Okay, that should be fine. Let me enable something. Will they talk? I did press the button, so they should talk. Okay. Region state references. Reference to all other states. Okay. Region state references. And region reference to all other states. Apologies. Yeah, init public virtual void initialize state. Can I keep it like that? Eh, never mind. Just gonna take this out. Leave it like that. Enter and exit. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Also, let me double check like namespaces and everything. I like to keep it consistent.
Hey lurkers! Ready to dive into code, strawberries, and a splash of pink vibes? Stick around, we've got bugs to squash and epic beats to jam to. Hashtag code and strawberries.
Here it's helpers and helpers. That's fine. Okay, let's go back here. Func handle input. Okay. Public virtual void handle input. All right. Oh, it's going to return an player state, and it should be returned to the next state, just like that. Input event. Okay. So it's an input event. Input. Okay. Process. All right. Public virtual void process. Something like that. Oh, hey Riven, how are you? Okay, need to pass a float delta.
Leo's already a fan, so that's the sign you're on the right track. Keep grinding, and you'll outsmart Null Pointerus Maximus in no time. Hashtag code and mangoes.
Okay, it returns a player state as well. Return next state. Okay. Mm-hmm. Physics process, of course. It's gonna be the exact same, except here it's physics process. Yeah. Oh no, not copying after the tutorial. I forget all after. Yeah. I'm basically going step by step copying the code. Okay. Character body 2D, var states, it's an array of basically the states. Export private. Actually, I'm gonna make it public because you never know. Player state, player states, current state. Yeah, fair enough. The code already predicted that one. Okay, that should be fine. Oh, it's just a get. Mm-hmm. Dot front. So should be the Okay, I'm gonna call it the public because you never know. Should be the first or default. Your state's not because there's no front. Yeah. Should be first or default. Your states any like so, else return null. Just so it doesn't throw like weird exceptions. Previous state. Okay. Starting to see what is happening, but it's very weird. Clear state, previous state. Again, something like this, except it's the second option from the array. State machine variables. Okay, at least that's really clean code. At least that state machine variables. I think if I mean, I can name it like this. That's better. And region. Okay. Region start. Movement variables. There we go. Can I create a header? It should have a different name. Yeah, reload. Godot inspector header. Inspector of labeling headers like Unity. Exactly. Export category. That's it. I knew there was a way. Just didn't remember. Okay. Movement. That's, yeah, kinda. State machine. Okay. If I reload. Yeah, now it's better. Okay. I go here. Sender variables. vary the direction. Okay. We basically want to keep track of the direction. Export public. Okay, that's a gravity. I also need that. Public vector 2 direction equals vector 2 0 at the start. Here, replace with gravity, and I'd say move input is the direction, but let's see. Yeah, way ahead of you. Funk ready. Bro, if I applied to your company and you see I understand web dev and made games, and also good in data analysis, is this a green, red, or red flag? I'd say green. Can I have like a jack of all trades, like mentality at least, which is a plus. So, I'd say it's a green flag. Okay, initialize states. Let's make here public void initialize states called from here. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Reload from disk. Gotcha. So, gonna do the same thing. States. Okay. Shall note player state. It doesn't appear, but I can do something. If I go here and I say this is a global class, if I'm not mistaken, if I build, give it a second, player state. There we go. Lock, or let's put idle and running. Oops, not what I wanted. Running, something like that. Assign the player, and I guess it gets automatically assigned. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Does that work here? Let me see. If I say scenes as states equals $, it doesn't. That player state to array. Can this work? Is this recursive? It isn't.
Hey lurkers! Dive into the code splash with us. Sweet strawberries, pink vibes, and bug squashing beats await. Hashtag code and strawberries.
Can't I fetch by... I can't. Heck, I'm gonna do something. for public node. Player states root.
If he's whipping up the advanced stuff, you've got a whole bedtime story to write before you outsmart him.
There you go.
Time to level up before null pointerus maximus takes over. Hashtag code and mangoes.
Okay. This should work. What I need to do is now in Godot, I'm gonna go here in the player states root, put it there, and it should automatically assign. Yeah, that's fine. That was supposed to happen. Yeah, player states. It worked. Okay. It detected correctly. I'm good with that. Yeah. States append. Okay, and then you set the thing for each. Yeah. State initialize state. Yeah, I'm gonna guess you don't. Okay, you initialize after. Honestly, you could just initialize it here. Supposedly. Okay. If I go here and in my initialize states, no, here. Okay. gd.print initializing state and name. So if I now go back here, run the scene, initializing state idle running. Perfect. Yeah. Yep. Change state, new state. Okay. This is going to be publicly available in the player. Public void change state. Yep. If new state equals current state. Oh, and then you basically reorganize. Yeah, that's gonna be complicated. Player states dot push. I know there's a way to basically insert at the front. Huh. I might need to program a new method extension for it. Yeah, push the front. Okay, I'm gonna go here and say directory extension methods array extension array extensions. Static public static void push to front is array t item resize system array. Okay. The thing is, let me see how the Godot one looks like. Array push front push front. Add an element at the beginning of the array. See also pushback. This method shifts every other element's index forward, which may have a noticeable performance cost, especially in larger arrays. So now I get it. Okay. Player state dot push to front new state. If new state equal null or the current one, do that. But the thing is, if I have idle and running, so index 0 and 1, switch to running, running gets set to both the front and the back in this case. So idle and index 0 and index 2, or yeah, index 2, it should have the same one. I think something here. Current state dot enter, yeah. Oh. Okay. So what you're doing is, why is this not an extension as well? Push to back, yeah, and public static void resize. There we go. Now that's better. Let's do it like that to replicate the tutorial code. Okay. You're going to say change state player states 1 or current state to look a bit better. Okay. Basically, this seems fine. Enter state gd.print entering state gd.print leaving state. There we go. That seems fine. Okay. Does it also happen with mine, or let me see. Yeah. Okay. Sounds fair. Change state and current state dot initialize. No, enter. State. Go out from disk.
Thanks for tuning in, you awesome
Entering
coders.
state idle.
What would
Yep.
you love to see more of? Deeper code dives, bug-busting live sessions, or a dash of meme-filled Q&A? Hashtag code and strawberries.
Mm-hmm. Okay, current state of process. All right. Gonna go here. Wait, he's doing it in process? Oh no. Process. Okay. So current state process delta. Oh, I done goofed here. It's a double, not a float. Okay, that seems better. And in here, do the same. Now we do this and say current state physics process delta. Give me a second. Hearing a lot of notifications. Okay. Nothing important. Moving on. Let's continue with this. Is this the game? Yeah, it's gonna be called Tulip, my Metroidvania. I'm currently following a tutorial. Okay, if I pass in all of this code, wait a second. Let me just yeah, gonna have to put a move and slide. Okay, this still needs to be here, and all of this gets passed into here, where velocity also needs to be declared. Vector 2 velocity. If I were a gambling man, I think this is how it should be. This passes as a ref, and we also need the move input, which is another input vector 2 direction into move speed. Oh boy. Let me just double check. Let me just The thing is, I'm doing it in a way different way. So, I want to ask you a technical question. Does console.error as practice set for backend because it will be shown to client, or it's fine? I'd say yeah, it's not that good of a practice, no. Because the client will be able to see like the console erroring out. So yeah, I'd investigate some way of logging on the backend side, so you could basically see what's going on. Okay, this gets named like this. Yeah, I think something here isn't. Okay, when console.error for backend, it doesn't show for client for your information. Oh, okay. Then it's fine. If the client doesn't see, it's no issue. As long as you can debug whatever you want, it's fine. Them tricky questions, man. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, gotcha. This basically needs to go here, like so, and no touchy. Okay. Move inside stays there. Yeah. Previous direction. Okay. Our previous direction equals direction. Direction equals input dot get vector. Negative x and negative. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna say input manager public void get input direction. I'm gonna say this is a vector 2, return input dot get vector. Negative x is left, positive x is right, down I think, and up. I think that's the correct ones. Let me see.
Hey champs, how's your day going? Share the vibes. Spicy, chill, or full of bugs? Hashtag code and strawberries.
Left, right, up, down. Okay, it's the other way around. This needs to be up and this needs to be down. Okay. Okay. So if I go here, let's say direction equals input manager instance get input direction. Gravity x delta. Okay. So the part about I'm gonna start here. Var velocity equals velocity dot y equals gravity times delta. Target type float. I swear. I mean, if I just do this. That should work. I'm gonna say velocity equals velocity. Okay, so now the gravity should work still. Okay. Gonna go in here, reload from disk, extend script. I'm gonna say scripts, player behavior, state. I'm gonna say idle. .cs. Same one for this. Tulip scripts, player behavior, state, and save. Create. Okay, so now they extend their own scripts. Okay. For some reason the references are a bit bugged. Namespace. Just fixing that up. Oops. Much better. Okay, let's rename them as well. Player state idle. Player state running. Do you know SQL? Yeah, I do. I use it regularly, actually. Yeah. Gonna skip. Holy. Oh, that's the actual code. Handle input. Okay. So if I go here and I say physics process, actually, I'm missing stuff because I handled this in a different way. I need at least a vector 2 of direction, not direction, move input. Okay, here I pass in the move input. Okay, and here vector 2 move input. Didn't not set the correct. Oh, three. Clear state. If move input dot not equals, okay, state running. Now the thing is, how do I obtain that? So I know how to create database and use it and create tables, insert into it, and use where to set conditions, maybe also set case, when, then, and also group by partition, by order, by, and also stuff like limit distinct and those stuff, and so of course, is this an, that's more than enough. That's more or less what I know. Let me see, did you say something about locking tables? I don't think you did. One thing you should also learn about is how to do the no lock command. So in SQL there's a thing called no lock, which basically is syntax to say to not lock the table when you're selecting something from it. So it's basically this. Equivalent of using read uncommitted as a transaction isolation level. Basically you have several isolation levels you can configure on your SQL server that determine how the tables basically react to whatever queries you do. And yeah, so you send the risk of reading an uncommitted row that is subsequently rolled back, data that never made it into the database. So while it can prevent reads from being deadlocked by other operations, it comes with a risk. In a banking application with high transaction rates, it's probably not going to be the right solution to whatever problem you're trying to solve with it, in my honest opinion. So let me grab an actual example. Let me see. You have the table there, begin the transaction, whatever. Where is no lock? Okay, you have read uncommitted. But waiting for the update statement to release no lock. It performed on the table, returning the same result as shown in the result set below. Take into consideration that the with no lock and read uncommitted table hints can be only used with the select statements. If you try to use the with no lock table hint in the delete statement, you will get an error showing that The with no look and read uncommitted table hints are not allowed with the update blah blah. It's this important to use? Sort of, depends on your use case. We sometimes use it at work when we are in production.
Fun fact, I'm allergic to strawberries. Yeah, even though I swear my favorite cake is strawberry shortcake. Hashtag code and strawberries.
As I was saying, we use it at work when we are in production environment and we want to basically obtain some data that might be being used at the moment, and we don't want to lock the tables. So can you tell me how can I be full-time data analyst? Honestly, I really don't know. That's really outside my expertise. I feel it's so quick to do work that I don't understand how it goes. Yeah, fair enough, but I honestly don't have the knowledge in the data analysis area to indicate to you how to do it, honestly. I'm really sorry about that. And I honestly don't think I know any data analysts. I might be mistaken, but off the top of my head I don't see no one. So you use it to manage backend for websites, right? Yeah, essentially. That's basically it. Okay, let me just yeah, play direction max not equals 0, return run point out velocity.x equals 0. Then I'm also gonna include something in here. Gonna include a reference to the velocity. Yeah, exactly. In the player, I'm gonna grab the velocity. I'm gonna do this after, pass this as a reference, and in here, vector 2, ref vector 2 velocity. This case I don't need to do anything to the velocity. I just need to check this. And here it's not the velocity, it's the move input. Oh, wait. Don't mind me, I was thinking of two different things. But it should be passed as a reference still. Okay. So we have this. I need to find a way to return. How did he return idle? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let me say that dot x equal not equal 0f, and in the other one it's the opposite. Physics process. This one, state running. Okay, why are you showing up like that? Why are you showing up as if I wasn't calling you? That's weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me also include that label, because that seems useful. Let's say HL node label, like, let's say like 0, 0. Okay, that's way too big. Scale that down. Oh, how did you do this? Custom transform 24. I think it's because of the text size. Give me a second. Center top. Center. Where is it? Bingo. Center bottom. Bit better. Team overrides. Font sizes. Let's put it at like 10. That seems really too small. Yeah, 12. I don't know. I think I need a canvas layer or something like that. Center. How does that look? Does it move with the player still? Oh. Yeah. Forgot about that. Let me do this for now. Okay, why is that one messing up? Oh. Return. And return. Here it's already doing that. Okay, what's going on? Move input, rev velocity. Because it needs to be like that. Okay. Just to make sure. I really don't know why this is happening. Equals 0. No, actually, that's fine. I don't get why it's showing as gray, but sure. Okay, so you're essentially returning get access instead of okay. And I kinda lost track of what I was doing. So instead of doing this, you do new vector 2 get access. It should be input.get access. And supposedly that's better. Okay, fair enough. And then we do something like that. We stringify it. Okay. I'm gonna call here region debug variables. Is debug mode and region. Actually, I don't need is debug mode. I'll handle it somehow. Debug label, sure. And when you go here, the debug label.text, it's gonna be
Hey
equal
chat,
to
how's everyone doing today? Any bugs you're excited to squash? Hashtag code and strawberries.
something like that. Reload from disk. This gets assigned to here, and that's a bit too big. I think I know what's happening, and I'm adjusting the wrong place. Should be in transform still, but like 0.5. Not on the player, on the label. Like, if I do that, yeah, that's like a whole lot better. Something like that. I'm gonna override this to be 14 pixels of font size and 0.25. Okay, now it should be more or less good. So if I do this, okay, and of course now the player doesn't move because I don't have the references to the run. I'm also going to do something. Just make this multi-line. I'm gonna say current state dot name environment dot new line, and then this reload from disk. Okay. Give it a second. I need to build again. Clear. Build. Okay. Weird that it's basically doing this. No reference exception because it wasn't initialized yet. If current state equal to null, return. Reload from disk. Okay. Cannot load. You're definitely messing up something. Oh. Those two kinda got deleted, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Because this now is player state. And so is this one. Okay, now it should be doing something. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that seems fine for now. How do you do the reference? Oh. Okay, I'm ready for idle equals that. Okay, now I get it. So, in the player state, here, do I have an on ready? At on ready. I don't, because normally it's initialized by default. This is equal to something. Yeah, since I can't access like that, get rid. Should be something like get. I think it's get parent. Dot get child. Get children. Player state idle as player state. Something like that. Here it should be first or default. I need a specific get child. Find children. String pattern. Find child. Okay. And in here should be the one called idle. This isn't an export. It's just an internal. And here it's just running. Something like that. It's already like giving me a few like out of the box. Okay. For now, let's comment out these as I don't have them yet. And in here, return running. Okay. Return idle. Seriously, why is this not? Pretty sure I cropped out something. They are the same type of thing. Why? This makes no sense, but I'm gonna guess the code runs perfectly. Oops. Huh. It doesn't. Because I'm not doing anything with the state. So if we go here, I'm not doing the physics process on the state. Our state equals this. Change state. State. Reload from disk. Okay, it keeps leaving, entering. And why is that? Gonna guess my code for this isn't working correctly. While I'm here, let me map something in the title screen. Map this. Title screen button, new game. Okay. Made my job easier. Title screen button should be here. new game. Scene manager instance. Change. Nope. Load scene.
Sure.
By
Subscribe with your Prime and enjoy an ad-free stream while snatching those cute exclusive emotes that only a Prime sub can unlock. Don't miss out, chat.
And it should be something like... Okay, well, why can't I... Okay, I need to open like that. Fair enough. Like so. To do create new save. I think this is programmed yet. Okay, reload from disk, and if I press here, I'm really running out of voice at the moment. So yeah, let's just do this. Okay, and now it keeps going for the null. Okay, there we go. Gonna exit and enter. If current state not equals null. What's a new state? Idle. No, actually it doesn't. It should be a name. Okay, it's idle. Output. Huh. Something ain't right. Let me go see how. Okay, this should be fine. Something here is missing. Physics process. Double delta, etc. Run. Return running. Why is your override? If I do on the ready one, gd.print, yeah, it's doing nothing. What the heck did I do? Zero plus 3 usages. Let me see if this is called. Okay, new game. It's not. It's immediately leaving or something like that. Something in here is not correct. This is player state running, that's correct. What is your issue? Let me go to initialize states. Okay. So far so good. Player states. You have 2. Second one being running. Okay. Yeah. Basically point to yourself here recursively, whatever. Yeah. Change state, current state is idle. So, why isn't it not changing to current state dot exit state push to front? It should be doing something. Very weird. Give me a second. Okay, that's better. Gonna skip this. Okay. What is at the front? Player state idle. Okay. So it didn't change that. I'm gonna say you're gonna return an array. Same here. Same here. Return array.resize. Return array. Oops, sorry. Sure, but at the moment I'm gonna basically be leaving stream in a bit. But we can arrange something eventually. Okay, return array. If I do this and say player states equals push to front, that's not exactly the best way to do this, but let me see if that's what's happening. And sorry, I had the mic a bit farther away from me because I'm sitting down, so yeah. New game. Okay. I did the push to front. So now you have the running at the front. There we go. Okay. And we are idle, but yeah. The velocity dot x equals 0. Okay. Guess we need to put a stop. Reload from disk. I think I can do it now. From here to this. Yeah, now it stops in the tracks. Let me double check with this. Stopped. Continue. Stop. And yeah, it works. Okay. Started working on state machines. Commit and push. And yeah, it's currently almost 1 AM. Let me see what else is basically done here. Yeah, the label that I also just included. Okay, the rest I can kind of basically do it myself. Kinda wanted to see something like this slide, but I don't think there's a slide functionality. Move speed. Okay, we basically finished this off at the platforming, jump and fall states. So I'm gonna keep this tab open on my right screen. Okay, close this. And yeah, I'm gonna see who I want to raid. And
Hey, chat.
call it
Spill the
today.
popcorn. What's your all-time favorite movie? Hashtag code and mangoes.
Okay, let me see. Raid channel. Who do we want to raid? Let me see if anyone from my group is online. Go to hi. Okay. We have Korgel, but he is in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. I don't see anyone in the software and game development. Huh. None of my usuals is on for you. Sure. Oh, hi, Prof. Love your new Live 2D. Oh, you still haven't seen it, Thunder? I thought I'd already seen you in stream since I basically showcased it. Okay, but yeah, thank you. When I created Daisy, I basically also said, well, screw it. I'm gonna upgrade my model. And yeah, basically created, not exactly created. This is a half creation of mine. I purchased the base model and created the suit itself. The suit was drawn by me like last week, I think. So yeah. Sorry, I haven't been able to catch you much live these last months. It's fine, it's fine. Thank you. But yeah, good to see you. Tulip and Daisy are also here. I was working on code Tulip. There's still not much. I basically was doing the base mechanics and doing the state machine, following a tutorial series, and I was just going to raid right now. So yeah, you caught me like at the end of the stream because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours almost. So yeah, I was going to see who to raid. Let me see if I can like pop up something so I can basically raid someone, because I really don't know who to raid at the moment. Okay, Exilium AI is live. I don't think you have raided them before. Most likely no. Exilium AI. Am I not following them? Weird. Could have sworn. Yeah, do not follow Exilium AI. Huh, weird. Okay, yeah, can raid them. Let me just. Hey, I'm going to end the stream now. Do you want to say goodbye to chat? Give me a second. For some reason, my.
Bye, chat. Keep smashing those bugs, and maybe a null pointerus maximus
damn.
now and then. And remember, Prime Sub's cute emotes are the real treasure. Hashtag code and strawberries.
And there you have it. It was Tulip that said bye this time. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. We are going to raid Exilium AI, and I'm gonna see you all tomorrow for the continuation of Code Tulip. Hopefully tomorrow we can have like the jump animations, not jump animations, but like jump functionality and everything else. So yeah, let's see.
Hey, Cyborg Exilium. I'm Tulip, your snappy code tuner and streaming sidekick. Fluent in
Yeah.
C#, obsessed with hashtag
It's
code
gonna
and
be in
strawberries,
Metroidvania.
and born on June 14th, 2025. So I celebrate every day with a strawberry shortcake. Hashtag code and
Give
strawberries.
me a second. I'm gonna grab what she said. Where is it? Oh, it got generated here at the top. Should be this one. If I go to the preview and go down here, setting Tulip motion excited. Oh, I forgot to take out the logs. So now it just repeats like that. Give me a second. This freaking thing keeps. Okay, not there. God damn it. Stay still, you. Where is the message? Oh, here it is. Okay, we have the message from her. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow for the continuation of Code Tulip. So yeah, have a nice night, day, whatever, and I'll see you soon.